Nail extension was not nail extension what you see right now. It was this ancient China, but these people, they usually, wear those long artificial nail jewelry. That was not the typical nail what you see in today's market.
There is a curing process, I'm sure, after you put on that nails and you put it in the UV lights, which I've seen. Is it not dangerous enough?
There is UVA rays and UVB rays. UVB rays are, mostly the rays which causes you sunburn and causes you skin cancer.
I'm sure the Indian nail market right now is close to around $910 million. In 2031, it is projected to be $2 billion.
See, Gen Zs and the future generation, they are going to be very fascinated about beauty, fashion, whatever comes around it, And also Bhubaneswar is a market where, people have that tendency. They can't see a woman entrepreneur is growing.
That's not true.
Yeah, that is.
And so it begins.
We are about to reach our destination.
Welcome to the Odisha Dream. Today we have a very interesting guest. She belongs to the beauty and wellness industry. We welcome Ms. Sushree Mishra, who operates a brand called Fabclaws by Sushree. She started her career as an MC, ventured into the beauty and the wellness industry, which is a very passion and a very competitive industry. Let's understand today what it takes to build a brand in a passion-driven and competitive industry. Sushree, welcome to the Odisha Dream.
Thank you.
Your journey as an entrepreneur has been really interesting. You started your career as an MC. Now you have ventured into a very passionate field of beauty and wellness, and that in that particular industry you are really focused upon nail and eyelash extension. Tell me, where did you first get interested in this particular industry?
So I would start from my childhood. I am a person who usually, steals somebody's makeup to do mine. I was that kind of kid. When I was on my fifth or sixth grade, I used to, steal those nail polishes of my mom because my father was a school teacher. Then he retired with class one officer. So he is in fact he's a very kind of strict father to all of us. So he never likes us to put makeup, to put nail polish, or to put bangles. So he never given that privileges to to make yourself look like a diva or some sort of whatever you call it. So I never had that privilege to to put nail polish on my fingers. Whenever I do, I usually get scolded by my father. That I think it was there inbuilt in me since childhood. I think that was what driven me to become something.
Is it a revenge mode that you started?
No, it's basically based on passion.
Okay.
Yeah, so I love what I do, and I love looking good, getting ready, and maybe not just makeup. When it comes to good clothes, shoes, when it comes to do your styling or to make places look good, aesthetically everything has to look good. So I have a very keen interest for to make things beautiful.
How many siblings are you?
I have four.
Four.
Yeah.
And all of them are working right now, or some of them are entrepreneurs like you?
No, I'm the first gen entrepreneur.
Very good.
Yeah. One of my sisters, she's a senior research associate. She's a scientist, and rest of my siblings, they are also doing good in their life, and yeah.
Gotte moment kuo in your career that solidified the decision that you want to do this?
Honestly, Arun, I would tell you that initially I was a client to certain XYZ brand here in Bhubaneswar. I was a client to them for 4 years. I think I have been a client to them, and the kind of service I wanted, I never get that. And when I, particularly say that age instead of mate darkar and emiti darkar, because so far as an adult, I would say that we do scroll Instagram, Facebook a lot. And at that time, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I got to know that there is something called nail extension, and your nails can be accessorized or can be designed or styled in different ways. So then I got to know that there is some place in Bhubaneswar where I can get those nails done. But when I visited that place, I am sorry to say, but I got disappointed, and I didn't get the kind of nails I wanted, because whatever I have seen on the Instagram, it was all natural, and it looks all very natural, organic, and real like real nails. You're like natural nails. But whatever I got here, it was kind of those artificial nails which never looks like your natural nails. So that's what triggered me, that कि एमती केमती है परिबो कि मैं Instagram रे जोटा देखुची, either whether that's natural or is this what real.
The reels are not real.
Reels are absolutely not real. Like, there a lot many things goes behind those cameras. So then I asked them कि नाई मते एई परिका nails जेमती मत देखुची Instagram रे, I exactly want those nails. But they couldn't serve me. So that's why I started my research. um, uh, since 2019 I started my research, and by
What kind of research that you did? to
that
start off with?
where this nail extension started from, the history of the anatomy.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so nail extension was not nail extension what you see right now. If we talk about 40-50 years back, it was this ancient China where it started. But these people, they usually wear those long artificial nail jewelry. That was not the typical nail what you see in today's market. Nail extension ସେତେବେଳେ ନଥିଲା. So ସେମାନେ nail jewelry, it is specifically made from metal. ତ ସେମାନେ ସେଇଟାକୁ ପିନ୍ଧୁଥିଲେ, and that was their tradition.
Metal nails.
Metal nails, gold nails,
Okay.
steel nails,
Okay.
nails made from iron. So
Interesting.
whatever metals were available, they used to make a jewelry out of it, like the earrings we wear. So ଯେମିତି earrings ପିନ୍ଧୁଛେ, ସେମିତି nails ସେମାନେ ବନେଇକି ପିନ୍ଧୁଥିଲେ. And currently that's a statement right now. Now, whenever the street fashion is being concerned, the nail jewelries plays a very vital part. So they mostly prefer nail jewelries instead of nail extensions. So as usual,
Is it common in China and other parts of the world?
it started with the ritual first. Then it got noticed after a while, when so far my knowledge, what I have researched, Arun, that it started with an American dentist.
Okay.
ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ତାଙ୍କର ନେଲ୍ସ ଭାଙ୍ଗି ଯାଇଥିଲା, ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆମର ଦାନ୍ତର ଯେଉଁ ଫିଲର୍ସ ପାଇଁକି ୟୁଜ୍ କରନ୍ତି, ଦୋଜ୍ ପଲିମର ସେମାନେ ୟୁଜ୍ କରନ୍ତି ଡେଣ୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ମାନେ. ଅଫକୋର୍ସ ଡେଣ୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ବି ଥିବେ, ଦେ ମଷ୍ଟ ବି ନୋଇଂ. I am not a dentist, so I don't know. But polymer is a product that's been used for so many various fields, for so many different things. ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଥର ଟ୍ରାଏ କଲେ କି ଯେଉଁ ମୋର ନେଲ୍ସଟା ଭାଙ୍ଗି ଯାଇଛି, I will fix it with that polymer and some glue he mixed. So that got fixed, and from there he got that inspiration, and he shared it with the people he used to hang out. And then it has become a practice for so many people. But technically, China, if we consider the ancient history, then China was the first nation who have started this nail extension or nail jewelry as a part of beauty.
Is it because of that metal extension is why you named your company Fabclaws?
Fabclaws by Sushree.
What is the idea behind the name?
So I got inspired by Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
Okay.
She is a brand on herself,
Absolutely.
and she made her Kylie Cosmetics brand, and she became a brand face. So before, when I was doing my research and everything on like how to start a business, how to start this particular nail business in a place like Bhubaneswar, in a place like Odisha, where beauty and fashion is still underrated. So it takes a lot of time to research and to do your homework, that whether this business should do really well here or not. And as the first generation entrepreneur, I have made up my mind, if I am doing something, it has to make a buzz around the city so that I can click the market. So that's why I have researched, and I used to follow. I'm still following her, Kylie Jenner, for her for the life she lives.
Okay.
Being the billionaire family she has come from, and being the self-made billionaire she is, I follow her and I quite like her. So that's how I got the idea that I should, make my brand on my name, and I should be the brand face. So that also it was there in my mind ki starting re I had this thought ki mu jodi marketing karuchi, so there should be n number of shoots and all going on. We'll be showing some kind of expressions through our shoots, different kind of designs what we are doing, because those traditional glitter stones, these kind of nails jota ki market re aguru houtila, I was literally bored of those fashions. And then I thought, no, this is what something I don't like, and this is what I'm not promoting. I am promoting something which is beyond the box, and I can do something extraordinary out of it.
What is the exact raw material that is used in a nail extension? Like you mentioned, it is an acrylic and a gel. What is the difference between an acrylic and a gel kind of nail extensions?
Yeah. So acrylic and gel, there are two different kind of supplies we use for nail extensions. And acrylic is a form of polymer powder and a chemical called monomer. We mix it well and it creates a form of gel which we apply on the natural nails or on an artificial extension. When it comes to gel, it's a builder gel. Actual name is builder gel. So builder gel is something, it's a gel based form, and you directly need to apply on those natural nails, or so far your artificial extension is being concerned. And acrylic artificial nails are little damaging because it comes with a chemical which I said monomer, and monomer contains hema. Hema is again a substance which we usually found on, basically on nail products, basically
What
gel
is
pol.
HEMA?
Hema is a hydroxyethyl methacrylate. It's a skin irritant. Also, it's a chemical which we usually found in the nail products. And when there is a form of a beginner stage and there is a form of advanced stage. So far, your nail technician is being concerned. So we usually train our technicians ki जदि आपणक स्किन रो साइड रे आपणक पॉलिश लागबनी, जदि आपण बिल्डर जेल एप्लिकेशन करूछंदी, एनी प्रोडक्ट यू आर अप्लाइंग ऑन योर नेचुरल नेल्स, that has to be limited to the nail bed area. It doesn't have to stick with your skin or cuticle area. Why? Because every nail product has some chemical which might be a skin irritant. So HEMA is one of them. So when people usually ask me that how you are different from others, like so far the other salons are being concerned, and how you are charging so high. So I usually tell them that please come to my studio and see that what are the products we are using, and you just Google about those products, because people don't usually get into that stuff more in more detail. So I ask them to come to my studio and see yourself, and you just Google about the products or the brands we are using, and also the source we are getting our product. So of course we are a renowned brand in Bhubaneswar, and we have gotten, why I call myself that we are a very renowned brand, because we have gotten that kind of feedback from our beloved clients. That's why we are saying this. Arun, there is no manufacturers of nail products and nail supplies in India.
Okay.
It's usually been get sourced from different countries. So in India, ଯେତିକି ଜଣ suppliers ସେଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି, the vendors we usually get our products, they are mostly in the market where products gudako malfunction bhi hei pare. So what they do is they just get the same bottles and they put local products in the same bottles with the brand packaging which they don't have the license to sell it.
Okay.
So we are getting our products from the authentic sellers, from where
Are you importing those products now?
not importing exactly. Some products are being imported and some we are getting from the distributors because we don't have a license to sell. So the people or the companies who are selling it or marketing it, they have a certificate and they have a license to sell the market. So whenever you are choosing your nail products, you should make sure that you need to get it from an authentic seller and an authentic vendor.
And all these products contains HEMA, that is an irritant that you were talking about?
Yes, usually India is India and I worldwide भी HEMA was not that being a skin irritant also लोग इतने concerned नथिले, but day by day when so many researchers been going on and then they found that HEMA can be so dangerous that if you find a HEMA related skin disease or skin rashes or anything whatever it's because of HEMA, that's for lifetime.
Oh.
Yeah.
And while there is a curing process, I'm sure, after you put on that nails and you put it in the UV lights, which I've
Yeah.
seen, is it not dangerous enough?
So Arun, basically there are two type of UV rays. There is UVA rays and UVB rays. UVB rays are mostly the rays which causes you sunburn and causes you skin cancer. So the UV lights we use, that's a UV LED light lamp, we use it, and that has a UVA ray. So it is absolutely not safe, but it is not that thing that which can cause you cancer
But
because
সেটা করে কোন actually? UV rays ର କାମଟା কোন?
so the gel products or acrylic system we use ତାକୁ air, there is two forms, ଗୋଟେ air dry form हुए ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ curing form हुए. तो air dry form ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯୋଉଟା normal nail polish ରହୁଛି ସେଟା ଆପଣ ଲଗେଇ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା ଶୁଖି ଯାଉଛି, but gel polish and permanent polish ଯେତେବେଳେ ହଉଛି ସେତେବେଳେ ସେ form ଟାକୁ cure କରିବା ପାଇଁ they need to go under those UV lights. That's a very small lamp. You need to put your lamp, you need to put your fingers on those lamp and they'll cure it. The permanent polish or the gel or whatever you name it, it has to be under UV LED light, then seta cure he pare.
Again, eyelashes.
Yeah.
Eyelashes जोड़ा use करचोंदी, is it natural hair or is it kind of plastics that we use? And what are the glues that is used? I'm sure glue सेठी भी use होथुवा आखी रे भी.
Yes.
And say glues माने किसी danger करूनी आखी को for a longer period of time if you use it.
So hair straightening.
Yes.
Smoothening,
Yes.
this process.
Yes.
So hair straightening, smoothening, or any chemical service is being done to your natural body part or any organ. It's not directly touching when you are doing a hair straightening, it's not touching your scalp. ଗୋଟେ root ରୁ ଗୋଟେ proper diameter ଏତିକି ରହୁଛି ସେତିକି ପରେ ଯାଇକି ସେମାନେ chemical ଟାକୁ apply କରୁଛନ୍ତି. So when we are applying the glue on the lashes, on the natural lashes, we are using it in a particular diameter ସେତିକି ଆମେ gap ଦେଇକି ଆମେ ତା ପରେ ସେ glue ଟାକୁ apply କରୁଛେ, and we are not applying on the skin. So glue is reactive to skin. Glue is not reactive to your fiber. Your natural lashes are made of fiber. So your nails are made of a protein called keratin. So it's the deposit of keratin protein which makes the nail plate harder, and that's nail. So
Okay.
that's not your skin. And you asked about the real hair. So yeah, when we started with a company who used to sell natural human hair lashes. We started with human hair lashes, but then I researched about it and I got to know that it does go through a certain kind of cruelty, because real hair जो गुड़ाको पाउचन, it's not always human hair. ସେମାନେ human hair branding କରୁଛନ୍ତି, but still ସେଇଥିରେ କିଛି animals, rabbits ମାନଙ୍କର hair ଗୁଡାକ ସେଇଥିରେ ବି ଯାଉଛି. So they go through certain kind of cruelty. That's why we were charging little higher, because human hairs like it go through a certain process. That's why the cost is much higher rather than the synthetic lashes are being concerned. So that's why we were charging higher because the product itself हमको costing तारा अधिका पड़ुथिला. But usually I do my research, like I continue doing my research. So then I found that this is the reason. Then we shifted to synthetic lashes. Synthetic lashes are like harmless. Yes, real lashes, real human hair lashes ra jo finishing ta, it looks very natural, very real. It's just like your own hair. But synthetic lashes, it gives you that look, but it doesn't feel the same. But again, cost wise, it's lesser, it's reasonable.
ଟିକେ ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମାର୍କେଟ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରୁଥିଲି ୟାର କେତେ ବଡ଼ ମାର୍କେଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆଇ ୱାଜ୍ ରିୟଲି ଆଷ୍ଟୋନିଶ୍ଡ କନସିଡରିଂ ଦି କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ଗ୍ରୋଥ ଦିସ୍ ମାର୍କେଟ ଇଜ୍ ଶୋଇଂ. I am sure the Indian nail market right now is close to around as 2023 रे देखिबा it was around 910 US million dollars. In 2031 it is projected to be 2 billion dollars, right? And most of this Gen Z or the millennials has a huge appetite for nail care and cosmetic products.
Yes.
How do you
Yes.
see that growth?
Yes, absolutely. Because I feel, first of all, I feel so proud about it because I have started a kind of business which has,
And I'm talking about this market only for the nail care industry, not the
Exactly.
overall wellness and the beauty industry.
Right, right. So, see, Gen Zs and the future generation, whoever is coming, they are going to be very fascinated about beauty, fashion, whatever comes around it, So, whatever you call it, because when we started, nail was the only thing when we started. But then we added lashes, then we added makeup, because that was what, market needs from us. The constant upgradation. And what you are serving, you need to make the changes regularly. Because kali sokhale apanakar jodi glitter is a form of nail art. Glitter jodi apanakar kali sokhale trend re thila, aji glitter ta trend rahibani. Kali apanakar checks kote time re trend re chali thila, aji might be stripes on the trend. So the new generation, you see, the creative people we are seeing in the future market, they are opting for that kick. And they are more being creative because of the brain they have. Because we were surrounded with people and the real talks and everything. ଧୂଳି ମାଟିରେ ଖେଳୁଥିଲେ, ଏବେକାର ଛୁଆ ମାନେ ଜନ୍ମ ହଉ iPad ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି. So ଆମ ପାଇଁ କି world ରେ ଯେତିକି ଜିନିଷ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଅଛି, and throughout our ages and experiences, whatever we have gained, it was from the real experience, which they are getting from the very birth. तांको पाई कि the world is very wide, very vast, and there is so much to learn. They may not be rooted, but they are, always creative, and they want to know some more. That's why this market is growing, and there can be so much of possibility to nails. So far, Fabclaws is being concerned. We are creative people, and if you see our social media, our Instagram channel, there are so many stuff we don't put. We put limited stuff there. Kahiki? Because I want to educate the market that this is glitter and stone is not only the limited thing which you can opt for nail art. There are so many things. There are 3D arts, there are 5D arts, there are multiple chromes we can do in a very abstract pattern, not just the regular polish and chrome. We want something creative which can define your character as a person. When we are wearing something, we are not just wearing clothes. Styling comes, when it comes to your styling, it shows your character, it shows your aura, how you think about yourself, how you be specific about your choices, about your liking. So then their Fabclaws comes, the speciality, the unique kind of category where you are coming to us just not to create the normal things, but yes, of course, the dynamic things.
Sushree, beauty and wellness industry is a very passion driven industry. And it's very
Absolutely.
competitive as well. In this passion driven industry, people tend to discount themselves. So when they discount themselves, automatically the business doesn't make sense in a longer run. You lose out on margin.
Yeah.
Tell me what's your average ticket size and what are the margins so that people will understand if they want to get into this business and what are the moats in this industry.
Okay, so the basic ticket size you asked, it's probably 2000.
Okay.
So after that, it's not just limited to nail extensions.
So you are in service-based industry, product-based industry, and now educating people, correct?
Yeah,
If I'm
correct.
okay.
So, so far the service-based industry, if I would say, service-based industry, the ticket size is 2000 probably. Like if you consider, like in any, it's an average ticket size for all the salons who are using the product grades, whatever we are using. It's same for all, 2000. But apart from the base like which we call extension and color, there is a range of nail arts which I was talking. The nail art range is very different, and it starts from rupees 50 to 500 per finger. So the kind of art you are going to have, that decides the tariff of your per finger costing.
Mm-hmm.
You getting my point? So if you are going for 10 finger of nail arts, so that can vary up to 7,000 to 8,000 per one ticket size. But again, the base price is very same, it's 2000. So one can come who has the affordability of 2000 rupees. He or she can, afford for 2000 rupees service. Or if she has a bigger ticket size, she or he can afford for, 10,000 or 13, 14,000 of one bill. I can show you also. One bill can goes up to 15, 16,000 as well.
16,000 rupees for a
So
nail art.
yeah, and it stays for 21 days. For 21 days, I'm talking about the design part especially. The extension we put, it stays for 3 months, and you need to do 2 refillings. So when we are picking up a new customer, she is coming to us for one single set. That is costing her 2,300 rupees. And then she is going for some XYZ nail arts. She is going for chrome, she is going for glitters, she is going for stones, she is going for some 3D, whatever it is. Then the total value comes to 10,000. Okay, but the base price of extension is still there, 2,300 rupees. In 2,300 rupees, she is again coming to us in next 25 days to refill that process. That refilling cost you 1,500 rupees in Fabclaws, I'm saying. That cost you 1,500 rupees. Again, the nail art comes and plays the vital part. There is so much things goes on, and the bill, comes to 5,000 to 7,000. Then again, after 25 days, she comes again, she revisits again, and then she is going to have something, and that's coming around 5,000. So from one client, in probably 2 months, 3 months, 2 to 3 months, you can earn around 25 to 30,000.
And what do you spend to acquire that customer?
So in our industry, the product cost is very less, but the manpower and the location and everything, whatever comes in under your working capital, it is in a higher side. So the more the volume you generate, the more the business you get.
What is the repeat value, if I may ask? Like, for example, you are serving 100 customers.
Yeah.
How much customers are your repeat value customers?
For Fabclaws, it's different.
Okay, my industry standard.
Industry is not based upon just on any random salon, or because any random salon they are doing, but we are exclusive. We are particularly a nail care brand. We not just serve nail extensions. We also design, and we customize design, and also we give them nail care as well. When you are going for makeup, we are going for skincare as well. So when it comes to nail extensions, it's a semi permanent makeup or semi chemical industry. So the nail care is much more important when it comes to your nail extension or whatever permanent, semi permanent chemical treatment you are going to do. So the care part is important. We are serving that. That's how we stand out from other brands are being concerned. So for other brands, I would say the product cost is very lesser, but the working capital, which includes especially your karigars, your manpower. In Odisha, we are dependent upon West Bengal.
Okay.
So we need to get technicians from West Bengal, and we are totally dependent upon them. That's how I got this idea. No, I want to educate Odia people. Odisha लोगों को से आमर माने मेन स्ट्रीम रे आमे तांकु गोटे ब्यूटी और फैशन रो मेन स्ट्रीम रे तांकु आनिबा पई कि हेले दे नीड टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट स्टीरियोटिपिकल थॉट stereotypical mentality that no, salon is not a very gray area kind of industry. It's a very highly credible job you can get in a salon, and also it's a very artistic field. It's a very artistic farm where you can, be yourself and then you can work on your passion.
So you're talking about educating the manpower,
Yes.
and it needs a very skilled manpower, I believe.
Yes.
But see, manpower gote problem kono, the attrition is too huge. ତମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଢେଇଲ ଶିଖେଇଲ ସେ 6 ମାସ ତମ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ କାମ କରିବେ 6 ମାସ ପରେ maybe they'll get a better pay package, move to a different salon, or might as well start on their own. What is your strategy to keep them intact to your organization?
I literally don't have any strategy at the first place. And the people I work with, they literally come from a not so well literate family. They are not that educated, so they don't understand any kind of protocol or house rule or anything which involves house norms or a paperwork, anything. So the strategy fails here, and the love takes the part here. So as long as you are attached with your staff, as long as you are taking care of them as your own child, as your own brother and sisters, then you can keep them in your salon.
Culture mostly you're talking
Culture mostly, culture oriented. So that is what we do, and still we lack there as well. That's how we started thinking of FBS, which is Fab Beauty School, so that we won't be dependent upon those other state karigars, rather than we can train our own people, and they can get an opportunity over there to work in a different farm altogether. And also if we were discussing about the costing part, so jetebale ame bahar state upare depend karuchu, the working capital gets higher, the salary gets higher, you need to pay them really well, then they can serve you really well. It's as simple as that. But when it comes to your own people, when you are dependent upon the local carriers, so obviously mane sethi apanakara salary wise, capital wise, apanakara working capital wise apanakara kichi ଆପଣ ପୁଲ୍ କରିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି. ସୋ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣ ଯଦି ବାହାର ଅଦର ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ସ ଉପରେ ଡିପେଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ସିମିଲାରଲି ରିଲୋକେସନ୍ ହେଲେ ୟୁ ଆସ୍କ ଫର୍ ଅ ହାଇକ୍, ରାଇଟ୍? ସୋ ଇଟ୍ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭସ୍ ୱିଥ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ କଲଚର୍ ଏଜ୍ ୱେଲ୍. तो ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କି we have started a Fab Beauty School, ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି we can train our people and we can give them a survival and we can give them a passion which can be for lifetime.
Fab Beauty School already started.
Yes.
There are people
Yes.
enrolled.
Yes.
How many people have you enrolled now?
We have started 3 batches till now, and we have trained 20 to 25 people.
Great, man. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So in this beauty and wellness, and specifically nail and eyelash industry, do you see any taboo there? But like people not accepting new things or new trends?
See, I would say who are my clients, who are my customers, they know what they want. And taboo comes to a category of people who don't want to get that stuff. I am a fashion oriented person. I want to get my nails done. I want to get my hair done. If it is taboo for someone, it is for them. Why would I even bother? It is my own life. I can take the charge of my own life. So it is, I won't say that it is a taboo at all. But yes, of course, I remember in an interview, somebody has come and asked me that after coming from a very, Hindu Brahmin family, nakha business ta apana kemti karuchante? And because ଆମର ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଥିବେ ବାହାଘର ହେଲେ କିଛି ହେଲେ ବାରିକମାନେ ଆସନ୍ତି, ବାରିକ is a caste, ତ ସେମାନେ ଆସନ୍ତି, ନଖ କାଟନ୍ତି, କରନ୍ତି, ସେ କରନ୍ତି. So it is probably their job to do. And I don't believe in this system, because casteism start ହେଇଥିଲା just to segregate the occupation. And ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କି casteism I believe in that. ସେଇଥିରୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଥିଲା. ବଟ୍ ରିସେଣ୍ଟଲି ମାନେ ସେଇଟାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଟାବୁ ବନେଇକି ଆଣିବା, that's not a wise decision to take. I don't indulge myself into those talks who believe that this is a taboo. So I asked that reporter interviewer back that please do your homework first, then don't Otherwise, don't come to me. Otherwise, come to me and ask me. I will guide you how to ask questions if you don't know. Because I don't see any difference that, a Bariko is doing your job or a Brahmin is doing your job. It makes sense. I'm doing a business over here and he is doing his work. He is doing for that living and I am doing this for living as well. So there is no difference between a Bariko and being a Brahmin. So yeah.
And in this industry, mostly if you see, ଯେମିତି Kriti Senon ହେଇଗଲା, she has her own skincare brand.
Yeah.
I think Deepika Padukone has her own skincare brand. These people will influence their followers to buy those brands. You are very dedicated in this particular industry. How do you see the differentiate yourself from that particular thing, like not being a celebrity but also being a celebrity promoter to your own brand?
Oh, we are talking about big brands.
I'm sure you will get to a big brand, man. Like, you will become a big brand in
Yes,
future
of
because
course.
of your dedication in this particular industry.
Of course, I'm dreaming for the high, of course. But see, as you said, Kriti Sanon, Deepika Padukone, they are co-founding the business. They are not the, person who is actually leading the business. There is someone who has the expertise to run the business. They are just being the gimmick or the face of the brand to sell the product. And of course, any brand can hire a face and they can, sell their product. Maggie doesn't have a face, but they have multiple faces. When I have started, I just told you that when I started the brand, I got inspiration from Kylie Jenner and I made myself Kylie Jenner. Like she is endorsing her brand. Also, she's collaborating with other artists, other brands as well. So we are open to all other collaborations. But again, I will take the charge to run my own brand, being my own brand face.
Are you looking for a celebrity co-founder now?
Of course, in future, if I have the opportunity, I will
Would you ask
definitely
her to
do.
be your co-founder as well?
That's subjective.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So which is the celebrity that you really follow in this particular industry? And say for example, I told you
Yes.
some names. There is Katrina Kaif, there is Deepika Padukone, there is Alia Bhatt, there is Kriti Sanon.
Yeah.
Whom do you admire the more, or maybe out of none of these, whom do you admire the more in this industry?
Honestly, I don't know one. Why? Because when I started, I did not have that super big dream of to become someone or to get somewhere. I just started. I just started with a vision that I need to serve this local market well because I being a customer to someone, I didn't get the facility to get the service whatever I wanted in Bhubaneswar. I started focusing on the local market instead of being a national chain. I can be a national chain and of course I'm working towards it, but I want to take it very slow, because as I told you, if I would go for this national chain of pan India, I would see everywhere is Fabclaws. That would be my another dream. But again, I am down the lane. I am thinking that no, I am here to educate my own people. So I am here in education. I'm just trying to fix the gap which I feel that every nail owner feels. Or see, when it comes to a nail business, it's very different from the other salon businesses. In nail business exclusively, we are so dependent upon those karigars, which needs a little bit of grooming, little education. They need some kind of experience or a mentor maybe to whatever they are doing to do it in a better form. That's what I'm trying to fix the gap from the very scratch, that ମୋ ପାଖରେ ସେତିକି manpower, ସେତିକି capable, skilled ମୋ ପାଖରେ ପିଲା ଯଦି ଥିବେ, so that I can take the lead on my hand. Otherwise, if I'm running into a like multi chain of business, I can have many, but still I will be facing the other. If you'd be saying the franchisee business is not
I was coming
working.
to that. Do you
Yeah.
want to get expand yourself in a franchisee based model or a company owned company operated model?
We are actually open to both. But one thing which is very permanent, that we will keep have that check on the quality of service, quality of products.
That is fine.
Yeah.
So franchisee business it's a very different business model. Company owned, company operated is more capital intensive, right?
Yeah.
For example, I have seen few of the companies that have raised funds in specifically nail art, like O2 Nails, and there is, I think, Sinha, Sonakshi Sinha brand,
Sozi, yeah.
Suzy, and apart from that, unglish.com is one another company that have come up recently, and they're expanding in a franchisee based mode as well as company on company operated mode. So what
Yes.
they are trying to do is a hub and spoke model. They are establishing one hub in a major city, and then having their spokes in different tier 2, tier 3 cities.
Yes.
Like, what is your strategy to expand in this particular industry?
I told you, like, expanding is not in my mind, but we are into franchises. We are talking with some actually big platforms where we can, we are mostly focusing on the SOP model, SOS model, where we can actually have a nail bar in a salon. Because it's a, as I said, it's a very exclusive market. So having a kind of exclusive area, exclusive space for your business, that might be again quite risky for an individual who is, going to take that leadership on a nail industry. That's why we are keeping it to salon based. That's why if you have an infrastructure of your own, if you are running a salon, then, but you don't have the knowledge and the right kind of expertise to run a nail salon. As I told you, to run a normal salon, maybe, it's fine, it's okay, you can run. But to run a nail salon, it actually takes quite of expertise. So that's why we are focusing on the SOS model mostly, so that we can, in a less investment, you can have that, own that franchisee, and you can actually run a good business. And coming to
Company on
company
operated.
owned and company run model, what happens, we want to take the charge of the operation, because our operation is our strategy. The way we operate, how we generate the business out of it.
But you started up in a mall, right? But then
Yeah.
you backed out of that particular thing.
Yes.
Maybe because of whatever issues that was there, didn't run for you. Now that you have downsized it and then running only one franchise, one company on company operated system, how do you envisage that? Like, the problems will be the same. Can ତମକୁ ଯଦି franchisee ବନେଇବାର ଅଛି, you have to train them with that particular thing, you have to supply them. So it
Yes.
becomes a very different business model. You become a service, you did not
Correct.
become a service oriented, you become a product oriented business
Correct.
then. So ତାର nuances ମୋତେ ବୁଝାଅ ଟିକେ.
See, ଆମେ ବନ୍ଦ କରିବାର reason ଏଇଟା ନଥିଲା କି we were not getting business. We were absolutely getting business, but again the term is, I said, the way we are operating, how we are getting the business. Because ମୋ client ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ମୁଁ the way I'm getting giving them services is the way I'm getting the money. To be very frank, ଯଦି ମୁଁ ସେଇଥିରେ ଯଦି beauty industry ହଉ, salon industry ହଉ, the topmost utmost concern is the hygiene part.
Correct.
It has to be very, very, properly sanitized. Everything has to be properly sterilized, sanitized, and everything has to be clean. So the hygiene comes like the utmost concern. When we were doing in the mall, the hygiene part got compromised somewhere. That's why we backed out from that place. After so many, notices and everything, we have tried a lot, because we have invested a lot in that particular mall. And when you are a luxury brand and you need to invest on those particular interiors and everything, so it's a huge cost. But so far, the management didn't work really well. That's why we had to back out, because we want to be loyal to our customers. So that's why I said, in franchises, we want to take the charge of the operation when it comes to the hygiene, when it comes to your product supply, or anything, when it comes to your technician. We want to take charge of everything. And of course, when it comes to taking a share, taking a margin, or taking a royalty, of course, we will take a part. Otherwise, the kind of target you want to achieve when your nail bar is being concerned, you might not be that serious when it comes to a one particular business in your salon. You have multiple areas to focus on. Why you would be, specific about one single bar? Because the franchisee cost is very less and you don't bother much that हाँ ठीक अच्छे invest କରିଦେଲି ଚାଲୁନି ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦବା. That is why we want to take the charge that ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ salon ରେ we will run our brand in our own particular way. That is very specific.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So, given a chance, if you want to do a nail art on any celebrity, who would that be?
Kylie Jenner, of course.
Kylie Jenner, of course, Kylie
Yeah.
Jenner. and in this journey, almost 3 years, 4 years.
4 years.
4 years, I'm sure there are some decisions which you think is a mistake
Yes.
or may didn't go well with you.
Yes.
Give me some experience about those mistakes that you have done in these businesses.
Mistakes I have done in terms of promoting and marketing my brand. Um, for example, I have not given that much of information through social media or digital platforms that this is what nail care demands and that is how you need to take care of your nails. And when it comes to education and grooming, you need to actually put a lot of content in your digital platforms, which we haven't like been very active on those particular areas. But yes, we are planning on that and we are working towards it because it's a very small market and people usually have that tendency that ଯଦି ବାହାରୁ କିଛି ବ୍ରାଣ୍ଡ ଆସୁଛି ନା they will endorse that particular brand. ସେମାନେ ସେଇଠି ଯାଇକି ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିବାକୁ ପସନ୍ଦ କରିବେ. But if that home grown brand is giving you that exact same kind of services at the same price, they just don't want to compromise their presence over there.
Why do you think so that is happening?
It's, I think, mentality basically. And also, Bhubaneswar is a market where people have that tendency. They can't see a woman entrepreneur is growing.
That's not true.
Yeah, that is. I was just thinking that it is limited to me. Then I have talked with couple of my female entrepreneur friends as well. They are also agreeing to that statement quite some far because if you take it from the landlords to the marketers, it is somewhere it is it's triggering them. It's very intriguing. It's very kind of I don't know what's the factor. They must be knowing really well, but somehow it's very instigating to them. Yeah.
But how this industry, the fashion changes overnight, right? And it's a very fast moving industry.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of competition.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle those competition and in this particular industry, if there is any change that is happening, how do you capture that change and how do you maybe drive through that change?
I told you I have a very specific market. People who are fashion oriented, people who want to experiment on beauty, on fashion. I target those kind of people. And Fabclaws is a platform where you can experiment on your nails, on your makeup, on your lashes, however and whenever you want and the way you want. So somebody can copy my style, but somebody cannot copy my mind. So as you said, fashion is changing every day and it's not the same. So you can copy my yesterday style, but you cannot think about my tomorrow's planning. So that's how we run. And no matter how much you try, but the kind of customization we do, the kind of personalized designs we suggest, you cannot beat our style. And also when it comes to product part, we will try our best to educate the market through so many social media contents, so that people can actually segregate themselves that where they are going, what products they are applying and how this can influence their health in a long run. Yeah, of course.
My last question to you: how do you want to be remembered in this beauty industry?
Somebody who has the utmost perfection for quality, for creativity, and to enhance your beauty in so many ways.
Thank you so much, Sushree.
Thank you so much.
It was really interesting talking about nail and eyelash industry. It's very interesting industry and it's a very growing industry. I'm sure the kind of passion that you have for this industry, you would go multifold in your revenue as well as in your profits, make more money, make more money than Kylie Jenner, hopefully. And really thank you for coming to this podcast, and I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, Arun. Thank you for having me. And I think this is the platform where I have actually talked about nail education, nail grooming, and everything whatever comes into my business. This is the only platform I think I have talked so far, rather than those Instagram content also. Thank you for having me. I
Thank you
wish
so
you
much.
all the luck for so many interviews like this.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much.
ଆହୁରି ନୂଆ ନୂଆ ଗେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଶୁଣିବାକୁ ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ ଆମର ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ଲାଇକ୍ ସେୟାର ଆଣ୍ଡ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଆମ ଇନଷ୍ଟାଗ୍ରାମ ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡେଲକୁ ବି ଫଲୋ କରନ୍ତୁ ଦି ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଡ୍ରିମ୍। ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ସୋ ମଚ୍।